Not every day we can say hairy sand dollars.
Hairy, yeah.
How about that? Yeah. Thanks for being here on this Thursday, everyone. I'm Eric Connert.
And I'm Netta Iramport. That means they're alive.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's start off with your forecast here. Meteorologist Evan Irani keeping an eye on all that humidity and heat we've been having.
Yeah.
Still staying hot out there for this afternoon, above average at least, but we're cooler than we were to start off the week.
Okay.
We're heading in the right direction.
We're moving in the right direction. We're going to keep moving in that direction all the way through the weekend and early next week. In particular, next week shows a lot of cooling where the coastline, the valleys are going to be back in the 70s. But today we're still at 91 on average across the valleys, 86 across the mountains and 96 for the deserts. Those two microclimates have still been inundated with showers and thunderstorms each afternoon, and that helps to keep those temperatures a little bit more mild. Otherwise, though, we'll also be talking about an end to those showers and thunderstorms. That's going to come by about tomorrow evening into Saturday. Some more details on the cooler weather and the less humid weather just a few minutes away. Vanessa's checking in on traffic to start off our Thursday. Good morning.
Good morning. 6:01 is the time as we give you a live look outside. Again, still really dark out there and sun yet to light up the freeways. This is what it looks like on the 805 traveling out of the South Bay. Left side of your screen is that drive headed northbound as you travel in from the 54 towards Market Street. And this is what it looks like on the 5 in both directions at last check. Smooth sailing in from the North County on the 5 in both directions right near Oceanside Boulevard. If you're wondering what that orange yellowish color is on the maps, that's where it's looking like we're seeing some patchy fog. It looks like it's confined to the north end part of the region between the 78 and the 76. I was looking across the cameras though, and I didn't really see anything in terms of dense fog from our Caltrans cameras, but maybe something to keep in mind if you live in any of those areas and you're headed out the door soon. A little bit of slowing headed onto Coronado Island in about 5-7 minutes or so. We'll take a look at what your Thursday travel times have in store. That's all ahead. Eric.
Vanessa, thanks. Right now, police still looking for whoever shot and killed a man sitting in a car in Miramar. It happened around 4 p.m. yesterday, the 8600 block of Production Avenue. Witnesses described the suspect as a man in his 40s wearing a black shirt and dark-colored shorts. There were reports he was inside an RV, but investigators did not find anyone inside. Police don't believe this was random and do not believe there is any threat to the public. New this morning, a man is under arrest in connection to a fatal stabbing in the Gaslamp. This happened before 7 p.m. in the Golden West Hotel on 4th Avenue. Police say a man was stabbed on the 2nd floor. They say the suspect, identified as 44-year-old Rene Lunar, ran away but then later turned himself in. Police say it looks like it started with an argument that got physical.
An hours-long SWAT standoff in Ramona is over this morning after authorities found a man dead inside a home. Authorities were called to a home near Royal Vista Drive for a welfare check about 9:30 in the morning yesterday. Deputies called in backup. They evacuated Hanson Elementary School after hearing what they thought sounded like a gun being racked inside the house. About 6:30 p.m., several hours later, authorities went inside and they found the man dead. This morning, a man who pleaded guilty to murder in a crash that killed 2 children will be sentenced. In December of 2023, 21-year-old Angel Salgado was being chased by police when he rear-ended a car on an 805 off-ramp in Mountain View. It sent the car down an embankment where it then caught fire, killing 8-year-old Malachi Orozco Romero and his 4-year-old brother Mason. Their mother and another woman were hurt, but they survived. And now a lot of people may be talking about this, the smell. Do you smell it from Oceanside to Encinitas? People in coastal North County reporting a foul odor in the air.
Yeah, CBS 8's Regina Yarita live in Encinitas working for you to find out what this may be here. Regina.
Yeah, Eric and Etta, it's been a little bit more than an hour since we got here to Moonlight Beach. Now, it's still early, very breezy temperatures, and it's much cooler than what residents were experiencing yesterday when they reported that odd odor just around 6:45 in the afternoon. It was still pretty hot at that time, so definitely the odor could be a lot stronger during those temperatures. But the question that everyone is asking is, where is the stench coming from? People who live here in North County, they noticed it yesterday. It seems that from Oceanside to here in Encinitas, residents reported the stench. But you're looking at tweets. This is the city of Carlsbad, Oceanside, and Encinitas, who all posted on social media about the foul smell. Carlsbad actually wrote on X with, quote, "The city is aware of a petroleum-like odor coming off the ocean and into our community, as well as in nearby cities. They're working closely with neighboring jurisdictions, County Health Department, and Air Pollution Control District to monitor." Encinitas and Oceanside, they also posted on Instagram a public information update. Now, just about a year ago, right around the same time, something similar happened in North County. People reporting a foul odor in the air. Some were speculating that it was coming from a lithium battery fire that happened in Escondido during that time last year, but officials confirmed that that was not related. So back out here again, we're still trying to get answers and more information of this odor that residents were reporting yesterday. We have also reached out to the U.S. Coast Guard. As soon as we get answers and more information, we'll be sure to share it with you. For now, I'm in Encinitas. Regina Urrita, CBS 8.
Okay, Regina, thank you for the update on that. This morning, the Oceanside City Council is advancing stronger renter protections. They just approved rules that go beyond what the state requires. They make so-called no-fault evictions for things like remodeling an apartment more difficult. Tenants would also get legal representation if they face a no-fault eviction. We heard from people on both sides.
Oftentimes, rent controls can distort market incentives, discourage housing development, and lead to old housing stock falling into disrepair.
This is homelessness protection. This keeps people in their homes.
A lot of people turned out to talk about this. The council will come back in 2 weeks for a final vote.
Today, you're invited to weigh in on plans for Sunset Cliffs. Next week, the San Diego City Council will vote on a proposal aiming to protect Sunset Cliffs and the coastline from rising sea levels and ongoing erosion. The plan removes parking on the cliff's edge and changes Sunset Cliffs from a 2-lane road to a single southbound lane. The Peninsula Community Planning Board will listen to public comments today. CBS 8's Chris Groh will have more on all of this coming up here in 30 minutes.
Okay, 6:07, people waking up on a Thursday.
Yeah.
Almost the weekend,
Yeah,
Evan.
almost.
What's in store for us?
I was even thinking that yesterday. I was like, it was only Wednesday yesterday, but we're so close to the weekend. We're getting very close. And now, hey, tomorrow is Friday.
Yeah.
We're going to be experiencing quite a change in the forecast between now and early next week, where temperatures are expected to slide, humidity is going to drop, and will be much more comfortable out there, less muggy. The live cameras outside so far have shown us a lot of cloud cover bunched up along the coastline. That includes the possibility of a little bit of fog for the morning commute out there. As we push through the rest of the day, that fog will be quick to clear. Mountain showers are going to be possible through tomorrow. So this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon, originating over the mountains and primarily heading east from there, so toward the deserts. Temperatures are finally cooling for days ahead. Between now and Sunday, we don't see much of it, but going into early next week, it's going to be much more noticeable. And what I will say is this afternoon is already expected to be cooler than almost any day this week. Humidity will also drop into early next week. So again, to me, all of these things are notable in that it takes us back to a much more standard, much more comfortable San Diego forecast. San Diego this afternoon, the city of San Diego, going to be about 1 degree warmer than normal. That's 79 degrees. Ramona's looking at 93, 3 degrees warmer than normal. Borrego Springs, though, 5 degrees cooler than normal, and that's because of all these pop-up showers and thunderstorms that we've been seeing. When we look at the rain and cloud forecast going into this afternoon, you can see how clouds are going to start to build across the mountains beginning just around the noon hour, and then after that we could see a little bit of green, again starting for the mountains and then pushing east from there and out toward the deserts and maybe even into Imperial County at times. If we go into Friday afternoon, the same occurs. Showers start up over the mountains by Friday afternoon and then push east from there. Doesn't look like our coastline or inland valleys are going to be experiencing that same trend. They'll be mainly dry from here on out, but we will still feel that humidity. Vanessa Paz checking in on how things are looking as far as traffic goes. Good morning to you.
Good morning. The time is 6:09 on your Thursday. It looks like we just got reports of a pretty big crash in the North County, and this is going to be on the 15 South right at Gopher Canyon. It's reportedly involving about 3 cars or so. Airbags are reportedly deployed. So yeah, you're likely going to cause or encounter, I should say, some slowing as you make your way out of the Rainbow Bonsall area anywhere south of the 76 if you're taking the 15 this morning. That's right before you get to Hidden Meadows. All right, I don't have a camera in that direction, so I just pulled one a little more south of that. This is the 15 in both directions, right up Poway Road. So, so far so good. As long as you make your way up past the 78, you're not encountering any major brake tapping at last check. And meanwhile, this is also in the North County, and this is on the 5 in both directions right at Oceanside Boulevard. All right, let's go ahead and pull up some of those travel times. We're still in the green out of the North North County, both out of Escondido and Encinitas. Average speeds anywhere between 65, 70 miles per hour. It'll take you under 15 to get down to that 163 merge inbound from Escondido, and under 30 in from Encinitas down to the top of the Golden Triangle. Full span of the 78 from the 15 to the 5, just about 15 minutes at last check. 5 to 7 minutes is what you're averaging out of the East County, all on the 94, the 8, as well as the 52. Average speeds anywhere between 65, 70 miles per hour. And finally, here's a quick look at those travel times coming in from the South Bay. Coronado Bridge, I'm going to have to double check what's going on here. Perhaps some construction. It was also slow yesterday, so it's pretty much bottlenecked as you make your way onto the island towards the toll booths. Full span about 13 minutes and average speeds about 10, 11 miles per hour or so. All right, the time is 6:11. Let's go ahead and take a look at your border wait times. We've got a pair of 60 minutes here, both out of San Ysidro as well as Otay Mesa's port of entry.